How's it going, everyone? My name is Mason. Today we're going to be talking about Brian Courier. He was the founder of Advanced Technologies, and we're going to be talking about how he increased his revenue from 3 million to 15 million every single year, and also turned from 18 employees up to 100 employees now in the company, completely grown this company now across 11 different states, and how business aviation got him to that point. So jumping in here, we're going to first talk about the guy. He founded this company when he was in college, and it specializes in IT services, so cybersecurity and data privacy and stuff like that. He started flying a Cirrus in 2008, and then since then he just kept moving up from bigger airplane to bigger airplane. Went through about 4 different ones, but now he's flying a Citation Mustang. And the company grew, of course, like I said earlier, from 3 million to 15 million in revenue, and it expanded across 11 states. A little quote about him there: "What we are would not have been possible without business aviation." It just shows you how much he takes that into account and how much it really has helped him. So now we can talk about his savings. He saves an extra 20 plus work days per year by flying directly to conferences. This saves a ton of time. That's an extra 3 weeks of work that he can get done. When you're flying inside a jet, of course, you have more privacy, so he has interrupted time for planning and working as well. It minimizes his time away from home. If he has a conference that ends at 9-10 p.m., he can just hop in the plane and get home. Whereas, if he doesn't know what time and he can't book a commercial flight, he can't get back home, and there might not be one available because it's all full. Increased security as well. You're not going to be around the general public. You have your plane, you have your team, and that's it. And then schedule flexibility, of course. You can call them on a whim and get a flight way faster than you would be with an airliner. Especially with how fast they get booked out nowadays as well. So now going back to the text to reference what we've learned with what we read. Sheehan's 4 business orientations. We have productivity, efficiency, security, and image and leadership. Obviously, with the productivity part, he can get a lot more done. He's got an extra 3 weeks every single year that he can work on stuff. He gets to be home more often. Saves a ton of time and a lot of brain power and focus. Efficiency, again, that kind of goes along the same line there, but they also reach 11 different states now, and it's a lot quicker to get from conference to conference, especially in a job like that where you have to be moving around a lot and you have a lot of different people you need to be talking to. And then you have security as well, so it controls your data and your conversations while you're traveling. Make sure you don't have, you're not on public Wi-Fi. If there's stuff, especially in a literal data privacy company, you need to make sure you're not, on somebody else's Wi-Fi and all of that kind of stuff. So that also helps as well. And then also you're just away from the general public in general. So that helps as well. And then image and leadership. It projects a lot of professionalism, exactly as it says there. Arriving to a medical conference in your own jet, you look pretty professional. You look like you've done well for yourself and you know what you're talking about. So that definitely helps in there as well. And then last thing here, the biblical integration. I chose Proverbs 21:5. The plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty. I like this one because it kind of talks about how you want to work as hard as you can to, in his case, make the best business that you can, and be able to maximize efficiency is basically what this goes over. And it talks about in this verse that you need to be diligent. You need to be planning, being wise and making the correct decisions to be able to save, more time for yourself. And, basically at the end of the day, it's just trying not to waste time. There you have it, guys. That's just a brisk overview of Brian Courier. He was a guy that used business aviation, and he managed to turn his company from 18 employees to 100. He managed to turn his revenue from 3 million to 15 million. And that's the story of, what business aviation can do for companies like that, and how it can help grow and help spread and be able to get to places easier, quicker, more efficient, safer. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.